Hey, what's up? My name is Duke Skellington. I'm out of Southern California. I'm an electro swing bass music producer. I like to mix styles up like hot jazz from the 20s, swing from the 30s, drum and bass, bass house, glitch hop, mid-tempo-y stuff, all for your listening pleasure. You know, a little bit about my musical history. When I was 13 years old, I sat behind a piano, wrote my first swing song. I was super influenced by groups like Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, Squirrel Nut Zippers, Royal Crown Review. They were killing it back in those days. It wasn't until a couple of years later, I went to my first rave and discovered jungle music. And from there, I just was like, writing electronic music. Roughly around 2016, I got asked by a good friend of mine, Skylar Gilmore, to produce music for a group project he wanted to do called the Vaudevillains. We put out a 4-song EP on Ragtime Records called Voodoo Swing that did really good internationally, had some chart-topping tunes on Beatport. And then in 2017, I was asked by Rich, aka Cat in the Hat, another amazing producer, and Tom from the Electric Swing Circus, who are just an incredible band, to join forces with them and jump on Ragtime Records and be a part of the Label Boss team. And we've been releasing tons of dope music since. 2 years in the making. I'm super excited to be dropping this new project, Devil's Dames and Debauchery. It's a 6-song EP. It's gonna be put out on Ragtime Records. There's just gonna be a combination of the stuff you're used to hearing from me, but the evolution of it. Bass house, glitch hop, swing, it's all gonna be in there. The first song on the EP is called Name and Lights, featuring the talented Kumiho. There's a lot of people worldwide doing the electro swing vocal thing, but Kumiho is like one of the dopest ones, and she's coming straight out of California, so it only made sense for her and I to work together. She had originally hit me up to remix one of her tunes, so this was the first song that we decided to do as a true collaboration between her and I. When I sent her the instrumental, she just fucking killed it with the lyrics and the vocals, and basically it's a song about manifesting your higher self, which is something that's dear to my heart. So make sure to look out for Name and Lights. The second song on the EP is called Hot Jazz, and it's a remix for this amazing, energetic band called High Step Society out of Oregon. Basically, when they hit me up to do the tune, I was super stoked because the vocalist and the vocals really reminded me of Portishead, and that's like one of my favorite all-time bands. So I knew that I wanted to do a trip-hop kind of tribute to the song. So the tune has a little bit of elements of like the 90s Bristol trip hop style combined with some futuristic bass house and swing. And those elements combined definitely made it one of my favorite tracks on the EP. Alana Elias has one of the most beautiful voices today in the electro swing community. She's also one of the hardest working people. I think she's put out like 50 tracks in the last year. So working with her is always a pleasure. This is actually our second song together. And when I flew out to the UK to play at My Jig a couple years ago, we finally got to meet up in person, and we went to a studio with Cat in the Hat and a guy named Dan who like hosted us and allowed us to use the studio to record there. And she just slayed it in the studio. She's an incredible person to work with and such a sweetheart. This tune is also a little bit of a swing and glitch kind of vibe to it. So look out for it on the EP. It's definitely one you want to hear. Song 4 on the EP is called Spooky. It's a remix by the talented Kumiho, and it's a style that I like to call 808 bass and funky sax house. It's one of my favorites on the EP. I think you're gonna love it too. Track 5 on the EP is called Dames. It's one of the 2 tracks that I sampled from Jimmy Lunsford, who is one of my all-time favorite swing musicians. It's a bouncy bass house kind of tune, and I was originally intending it to be an instrumental, but I couldn't help myself because it's so bouncy. I felt like it needed a sample, and of course I had to go straight to Who Framed Roger Rabbit because it fits the vibe of the song. The 6th song on the EP is called Hit That, which is the second one sampling Jimmy Lunsford. It kind of puts the debauchery in the actual EP, just like the title, because this song is basically about hitting the bottle. You know, it's a pastime that our grandparents enjoyed just as much as we do, and I thought it was a timeless one that needed to be documented in my EP. It's pretty much the hardest and the fastest tune on the EP, so look out for it because it'll turn your cousin's bar mitzvah into a speakeasy rave party. I'm Duke Skellington, and thank you for watching.